Hello class, I am here to talk to you about a recent payment for ecosystem services located in Tanzania, Africa, focusing on the Uluguru mountain ranges in the eastern Arc Mountains in Tanzania. A network of protected areas surrounds this tropical cloud forest, which is considered a biodiversity hotspot due to its high rates of endemism. In the Uluguru Mountains, there are approximately 14 endemic vertebrates, with 3 to be described, and 26 species of endemic trees. Now, the focus of this article is about water flow and issues of water pollution. So, water flows from uphill agriculture to downhill urban areas with high uses for electricity, drinking water, industry, and agricultural irrigation. The key threat to biodiversity of the region is deforestation. Um, it's a fast-growing area with approximately 150,000 plus people already in the mountains, and as people expand, they expand towards the protected area reserves. And the borders of that have become filled with farmland, and a lot of farmers are interested in agroforestry, and so a big issue there is erosion, making the soils less productive. One of the leading soil practices there is slash and burn agriculture, which means you cut down all the trees and then they light them on fire and try to fertilize the soil with the leftover soot, but it's not a very sustainable long-term practice. Timber is another issue, and the main interest here is the turbidity in the water, which means particulates in the water cause it to become basically dirty, and water treatment plants have to pay to get that cleaned. So they're trying to help pay farmers to reduce their pollution or their erosion rates. So potential management solutions, as I said, the concept is to pay farmers to keep the river clean. CARE International and the World Wildlife Fund in Tanzania are pursuing equitable payments for watershed services, and they've been doing so since 2005. And so they're funding this project to help restore the water. Payments are also issued by the Danish and Dutch governments, about 1.3 million euros as of right now, or as the article states. The project will be in 3 phases. 1, the feasibility assessment, which is already undergone, which is a baseline and business case outline to look at potential feasible business options with potential service buyers. Then 2 is the actual payment for ecosystem services, which is currently under study for communities and 2 downstream users who are actually involved in the project. And the 3rd phase is a proposed expansion for the project to implement a new business case, making it completely locally run without these other organizations from outside. So the description and evaluation of the payments. The idea is a direct payment system because that's more cost effective and it stimulates economic cash flow. And then village authorities pay the farmers directly money from CARE for farmers to follow better soil practices. So the more sustainable you are, the more likely you'll be paid. CARE makes payments on behalf of the water companies, so specifically the Dar es Salaam Water Company in Tanzania. So CARE monitors soil practices and pays farmers who implement conservation approaches. Payments occur after the work is implemented, and approximately the payments come out to be about 8 to 40 US dollars, depending on the practice. And so CARE actually visits the sites and then assesses the practices used and over what geographic area. Then the money is currently a grant, selling or paying for the ecosystem service plan. The benefits of the project are protecting unprotected northern lands from agricultural expansion, getting farmers more money to help better their livelihoods, and begin commercial agriculture to help a greater return on payment for ecosystem services.